Welcome back into Good Day. So while we might see 70s again this week, temperatures in the 20s and 30s are not far off.
Yeah, we know that.
This is Northwest Ohio, and many of us don't have a second thought when it comes to grabbing a warm coat. You know, Amanda?
Grab that right out of the closet and be on your way. But there are folks everywhere who consider a coat a luxury. And some years ago, our guest was one of them. Susie Perry from Susie's Coats for Kids is with us this morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is going to get cold.
Yes.
We know that is coming.
We know it's going to happen. And Susie, you're helping people out who they don't have that luxury of just going to the closet and grabbing a coat for maybe themselves or their kids.
That is true. And so many children in Northwest Ohio are even staying home from school because they don't have a coat. They can't play outside. They can't walk to the grocery store with their mother. So we want to take the expensive cost of coats out of the equation for families. We don't require any documentation of financial need. We give freely. But so many of the families that call, coats are expensive, and then when you need the additional apparel to go with it to keep your children warm, it's very expensive. And many moms will call and say, I'm embarrassed to call, but I need help this year. I'm struggling. I don't, it's either buy a coat for my child or pay for gas or a utility. So it's just nice that we can provide brand new coats. Every child deserves a new coat, and they receive a brand new coat, hat and gloves. And it's a collaborative effort with other nonprofits as well. So Hannah Socks will be there, Bags of Love. The Toledo Fire Department will be with us this year, providing free smoke detectors.
Beautiful.
So it's a nice inside, dignified setting where children can come and pick out their favorite color. Could this be any cuter?
That is really adorable.
I know. It just is.
Yeah.
And they can try them on for size and choose their favorite color, and again, get other items from other nonprofits in the area.
Yeah, really nice because the kids love Baby Yoda, right?
I see the Star Wars that we have here this morning. So yeah, and they're all new, as you mentioned. Now, this is obviously something that is near and dear to your heart.
Yes, it is.
And you know that feeling of not having that warm coat. So tell us a little bit about your childhood. You know, it wasn't always the easiest, right?
Yes, you know, I teared up just before we got started.
Yeah.
But Susie's Coats is my heart song, and for several reasons. When I had that milestone birthday when I turned 50, I decided I wasn't making enough difference in the community, and I wanted a way to honor my childhood and our mother. Her name was Nora, who was raising 4 children as a single mom. As a waitress, was ill, and then unable to provide for us. So oftentimes, most of my childhood, we were displaced, showing up perhaps at a relative's home that evening for shelter or sleeping in the car. So we were homeless. And then in the 7th grade, I was placed in foster care with Lucas County Children's Services. So I understand the need. I understand the importance of having warm apparel. I know that especially for me, being able to stay warm, I felt safer. And when I felt safer, I was much more hopeful about my tomorrow. And that's the type of offering we want to be able to provide to our children in Northwest Ohio. And what's really fun is that every year we've grown exponentially. Last year we gave away 5,000 items, 40,000 items to date. And we're getting calls now from Detroit, Warren, Michigan, Northern California, Chicago, yes. But we're focusing on Northwest Ohio, and our giving extends as far south as Fostoria, Sandusky, Waterville, and just over the line into Monroe, Toledo Public, parochial and charter schools. We're a provider for United Way 211, other social service agencies. We have many what we'll call coat closets at Toledo Public Schools, where we will supply an initial inventory and then replenish that inventory every fall, so those coats are readily available for the staff.
Wow.
Yes.
Susie, a lot of work is being done.
Yes.
And really appreciate you turning that pain into purpose, you finding a way to give back. And we're all about doing good here on Good Day.
Thank you.
How does it make you feel when you see these young kids, boys and girls, and they pick out the coat that they want, and knowing that they didn't have that option before coming to see you all?
Well, what's really fun is that oftentimes this is the first item of new apparel the children have had. But when they can try on a coat and go over and pick out a matching hat and gloves, it warms your heart in such a way that I can't even begin to describe. It's so profoundly heartwarming and touching for all of our all of the people involved and all of the volunteers. They're so happy. You'll have to look at the photos of our children on our webpage, our children.
Yes,
Our
yes.
collective children on our webpage. They're just so sweet and so happy. And so the parents are so grateful and the children have such gratitude in their hearts, and they have so much fun picking something out.
Oh, how fun to go shopping. So
They go shopping.
They go shopping.
They
So
go
tell
shopping.
us when and where families can take advantage of this.
Our annual event is being held this Saturday. This is a collaborative effort with Toledo Public Schools. We'll be at the Jones Leadership Academy. Doors will open at 9 and close at noon. And it's our annual event, but throughout the winter we continue to provide through several social service agencies like United Way, 2-in-1, etc. But 9 o'clock at Jones Leadership Academy, they're wonderful to work with, and we have so many fun volunteers, and the students get involved, and it's a nice
It's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
It is a good day.
It is.
It's going to be a good day.
With a lot of
Yes,
smiles from
yes.
those kiddos.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Priceless,
and
right?
the volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Susie, thank you for all that you're doing.
Oh.
Really appreciate it. And thanks
It
for
is
coming
truly
today.
my honor
Oh,
to help our
wonderful.
children.
I love
It is.
it. Yes, that's
It
so
is.
great. Wonderful. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank